Hello, you YouTube and YouTube subscribers. This is Natasha Gates here. How are you today, tonight, or early morning, wherever you are? I hope you are well and welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Today is going to be a video about my two littlest ones, and I do have Irish twins. They were born 16 months apart. So we have a 2-year-old over here who was born in April of 2020. And then here's my 1-year-old over here. She was born in August of 2021. My other children, which I do have 5, the other 3 are 5 years apart. So this is all new to me. I've never had 2 babies born so closely together. So I think that it's important to do a video about it because I certainly could have used a video about it. So let's go through the pros of having babies close together. Well, they catch up to each other very nicely as far as wearing the same clothes. Okay, they're both wearing the same size clothes. They finally caught up to that. Pro, right? Yes, that means less money spent. Number 2 for pros. They both wear the same size diapers. Yes, so let it out, girl, let it out. So they're both wearing a 2T, 3T Pampers pull-ups. Yes. Another pro is that when you have a younger baby and an older baby, the younger baby learns more quickly than they would without an older sibling. So she's already singing songs to their full length with melody at 1 year old. She can sing her whole entire ABCs. She can sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. She can sing any kind of nursery rhyme that she hears. And it's all in 4, so I think she just fell in the basket. Are you okay? You all right? You fell in there? Another pro is that the 2-year-old is, in my case, very helpful in my situations. Like if I say, I need you to get the bottle for your sister, she'll go get the bottle for her sister. If I say, go check on your sister, see how she's doing, she'll say, are you okay? They look out for each other, but the older one, of course, looks out more so for the younger one. Another pro with having 2 little ones is that I believe that they're just going to be closer together. They're going to be closer, like tight-knit, versus being so far apart in age. They're going to be closer and kind of be more like friends. That is not always true because I have a brother that's 2 years older than me and he hates me. He's always hated me and he hasn't talked to me in about 25 years. So you have that. So hopefully they're going to be different, right? Do you love your sister? Phone? Okay. Another pro is that you get to bathe them together. So you don't need to have a separate bath for each of them anymore because the infant is no longer in the infant bathtub and the toddler can now take a bath with the younger sibling because they both sit up in the bathtub. That means less water, less time. And this one actually washes her little sister's hair, and it is just adorable to watch. They brush each other's hair. They enjoy bath time together. It's just another bonding experience that is important. So if you watch them, they're playing together. So right now you're witnessing a con. That is a very mild fight that they just had. They're very territorial about their toys and their space. There's a lot of fighting. So there's going to be a lot of screaming, crying, and just like fight for attention, fight for the toys. Just, you know, I mean, they get into it, okay? They fight, like physically fight. And sometimes it's really difficult to watch because the little one will pull the older one's hair, and then she'll start crying, and then once she starts crying, then the other one starts crying because she thinks she has to start crying, and then it's just a big mental breakdown, right? So basically, the pros of having two kids together would be that everything that you're doing as a parent is going to be very similar. And there's not going to be very much difference between how you are communicating or taking care of the 1-year-old and the 2-year-old, if that makes sense. So to me, it's easier to have kids that are closer in age together because they are amusing themselves. Okay, this is the biggest pro ever for me personally, is that I can put these two in a room, in their playroom or this room or whatever room I want, and they're going to amuse each other. Instead of being, 14 years old and 7 or whatever you have, you're going to have two little girls or a girl and a boy or two boys or whatever you're going to have playing with each other kind of in the same developmental stage, right? And people say, well, isn't it so hard to have, two little ones at the same time? Well, the answer is no, because they play with each other. So what does that mean for you as a parent? That means that you don't have to work as hard to entertain one child, because when you have two, they're off all day playing with each other or fighting, So it's actually easier. Okay, so let's go into the cons of having two babies that are close together. What do you think those are? The cons of having two babies close together is that they're both still in diapers. So it's very, very, very expensive. So it's $28 for a box of diapers every week. So you do the math for that and figure it out. The other con is that you are basically raising twins. So if you think that you can't handle having twins and you're like, I don't know how anyone does that, then having babies consecutively back to back is probably not going to be in your best interest. Why? Well, because you need 2 car seats, okay? You need a double stroller, similar to someone who has twins. You need 2 cribs. You need 2 pack and plays. You need 2 of everything. So if you think that having a child that's, a year or a little bit over the last one, it's not going to be much different than having actual twins that are born at the same time. Now, I'm lucky. Both of my children nap and sleep at the same times. They both go to sleep at the same time. They both nap at the same time. And that is pretty rare sometimes, but I have made it that way because if I don't get my sleep, I am not a good person. I am the worst version of myself without sleep. So they sleep when they're supposed to, and they nap when they're supposed to. And that could be a con for you if your children are not on the same wavelength as far as circadian rhythm goes. Circadian rhythm meaning their sleeping pattern, their innate sleeping pattern. Some people need 12 hours of sleep a day, like me. Some people only need 8. There's some people that can survive on 5.5, but whatever. So that could be a con for you if you have babies that are so opposite. That means that you're never going to be able to get a nap and you're never going to get a break. So, but fortunately, these two do a really good job of, synchronizing their sleep schedules together. So let's see what they're doing. So she's singing her alphabet. She's going somewhere. What are you doing?
I'm a sock.
You getting the sticker off?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You playing? Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Are you showing me your toys?
Oh, no.
No, you're not? Oh, don't hurt me. So, yeah, so things can get really expensive, okay? If you're not the kind of person that can deal with multiple things going on and you're not a good multitasker, then you kind of want to ask yourself, do I really want another kid right now? Because sometimes waiting 5 years can be a saving grace for you if you don't want to double diaper, you don't want to do things, you know, that are similar to having twins. So another thing is the eating, you know, you're going to have 2 high chairs, okay? 2 high chairs, same as twins, right? And then here's their diapers that they're in right now. Fortunately, they make them nice and cute, so they look forward to putting their diapers on. And those pull-ups are great because it makes it harder for them to just like take their diapers off and like fling poo or whatever in their cribs. My kids don't do that because if you put your kids to sleep tired, they're not going to be as likely to act out that way. Parents who put their kids to bed too early are more likely to act that way because they're just not ready to go to bed. Just because maybe normal is going to bed at 8:30 at night doesn't mean that your kids are ready to go to bed at 8:30 at night. You know, so get to know your children's actual circadian rhythm and see if they're night owls. They might not want to go to bed at 7:30 at night. My kids go to bed around like 10 o'clock or 10:30 at night. That's just when they go to bed. That's how it is. They don't have to go to work tomorrow. They have nowhere to be. So for their playpens, there's one here. So one of the babies sleeps here. Their toys, they play with the same toys, so it's just another thing. It's great. Again, here's another playpen. So here's the other playpen. And then they have a playroom. This room is pretty much a mess right now, but everything that I have here is what they all play with. They both play with Barbies. They both watch Coco Melon. They both play with the same toys. So it's really easy, actually. It's It's not as hard as you think it's going to be. I never even thought about the difficulty factor at all, because I don't believe that watching children or having children is something difficult at all. It's just something that I find that's natural within me to be a nurturer and a mother. I find it very natural to believe and feel that the more giggles and screams or cries or little tiny feet patting on my floor, the more the better. You know, there's nothing more joyous to me than hearing noises of my little people in my house. So right now, my 13-year-old and my 8-year-old are in school, and they're almost ready to get off the bus and come home. She locked herself in the room with the gate, and she got a little scared. So when they come here, there's lots and lots of havoc. There's lots of talking, being loud, and to me, it's just the best time of my life right now, to have all these blessings in my house. Being a mother is definitely something that I never thought that I would want to be as a teenager or a young adult, but I've grown to know that it's my life purpose, and you know, I'm just going to be grateful for that. And the one other thing that I'd like to bring up about these babies is that there's an issue with potty training. And why is that? It's because the 2-year-old over here, do you go on the potty or do you go in your diaper?
No.
You go in your potty?
No.
Okay, so she's supposed to be going on the potty. And why do you think she's not? Well, it's because of this little one over here. This one goes in her panties, or her little potty pants. So this one is going to be like, well, the other one goes in her diaper, so I'm going to keep on going in my diaper too. So she was almost ready to transition out of her diapers. But what happened? She saw that her sister was pooping her pants and peeing in her pants and getting attention. So she decided to stop going on the potty. Did you stop going on the potty?
Yeah.
Did you go in your diaper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you poop your pants?
Yeah.
Does it smell? Yuck, right? Are you going to go on the toilet?
Yeah.
One day? Okay. So it's difficult to potty train the older sibling when they're so close together because, again, they're fighting for that attention. So I hope that helped you with your decision making of having another child sooner or later, or what it's like for me to have these 2 little ones here at home. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me. And again, keep it positive. Have a positive day. And I'll see you on our next video. Bye.